Star Wars was a big influence on me because it came out in '77. I was born in '66, so I was right at the right age for that thing to hit. You know, it was the first to kind of the popcorn blockbusters, but before then it was still the '70s. You know, it was '70s movies. And I don't even remember seeing a commercial. I remember seeing like a picture in the newspaper, like the New York Post or something, about the movie. It was like, this looks pretty cool. And I saw the picture of like Chewbacca and Han Solo and whatever the headline was, I was intrigued. And I went to see it, and then it was just like, it just pinned my ears back, and I was just mouth agape.
I think episode 3, at its core, is essentially a Western. It's a cross between a Western and a samurai movie. And when I very first came in and I got the script, that was my first thought, and that's been a very strong reference that John's given us throughout the show.
The Mandalorian, whose name is Din Djarin, is your iconically cool, flawed, mysterious, loner, gunslinger that harkens to the best of the samurai movies and the westerns. And in talking to John, I asked him what should I be looking at? What would you like me to watch? I asked him, and he immediately brought up Sergio Leone and Akira Kurosawa, Yojimbo, and Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And so he's very samurai Clint and me. And I love the opportunity to make him as human and as accessible as possible, which is strange to say because it's impossible to get to him because he's covered in armor from head to toe. And yet the idea is that he's relatable. We're all kind of covered in our own armor and terrified of taking that armor off. And that's the thing that crosses him over into a character that we're all going to really want to follow.
Much of the Star Wars projects is that, yes, there is the Western. It is from the West, as we know it, that particular type of storytelling. But there's also, again, in all of this, there's this very Eastern kind of brushstroke or brushstrokes that go on. So, there is this kind of the Buddha looking for enlightenment and searching and searching and searching and finally settling under the tree and realizing that the search wasn't out there, the search was in here.